Welcome, everyone. My name is Justin Pate. I'm the president of Elizabethtown Community and Technical College. And I'm so glad that we were able to continue to host our annual Profiles of Excellence celebration. Even though it has to be virtually, we are still proud of what we can contribute to the lives of our students through excellent work. Tonight, we will recognize many of our distinguished alumni and present Lifetime Achievement Awards to our faculty and staff. After such a difficult year, it's really good to be able to celebrate positive contributions for those people who have added value to our mission, which is to add value to the lives of our students. And through their good work, we'll return that value into our communities. Thank you for joining us, and enjoy the show.
Elizabethtown Community and Technical College's Distinguished Alumni Program celebrates the impact former students have had in their professions and in our community. This college has always been a part of my life, and in 2019, I was very honored to receive this award. I have stayed involved with the college through the Alumni Network. ECTC always looks to keep in touch with alumni and stay informed about support the college can continue to offer us. Many of us would credit this college for guiding us on our path to find success, from the devoted professors and faculty to the close-knit classes. ECTC is where many of us got our start and laid the foundations for our educational careers. Our alumni have gone on to earn additional degrees and achieve many amazing things. And I am so excited to hear how our newest distinguished alumni have paved the way and found success.
Entering its 15th year, ECTC's Distinguished Alumni Program has celebrated the accomplishments of 124 outstanding former students and graduates. Tonight we honor 6 individuals who have made a difference in the lives of many. Before we get started, I wanted to thank everyone who submitted nominations and recognize our division chairs for their hard work reviewing all the recommendations. Now let's meet our newest distinguished alumni. Kelly Bush is the superintendent of Elizabethtown Independent Schools. Kelly received her Associates in Science from ECTC. During her time at ECTC, she came to believe she could pursue a 4-year degree, the first to do so in her family. She also met her husband at ECTC, who she has 2 children with, Austin and Meredith. Kelly went on to earn her Master of Arts in Education from Western Kentucky University. She is currently in her 27th year as an educator, serving in various roles including elementary school teacher, principal, assistant superintendent for student learning, and now superintendent. Kelly hopes to increase the number of students who graduate high school and attend college. She has fostered an outstanding working relationship between the district and ECTC, which benefits both students and the institution. Kelly is dedicated to providing future generations with the best education. She was recently inducted into the Kentucky Women in Education Leadership. Congratulations, Kelly.
First of all, I want to thank Elizabethtown Community and Technical College for this honor and for having this program in the first place, and the ability to recognize those in our community who come through these doors and then walk out and are able to contribute in any way. That is a wonderful thing, and appreciate that so much. This award means quite a bit. I was very surprised that I was nominated, surprised that I received it when I received the email from Megan letting me know that I had received this. It's an honor to be recognized in this way, and it's a source of pride, in particular to represent Elizabethtown Independent Schools in this way. I also look at this as a really great way to give students an example of how you can make it through education, that you can proceed in a career of your choice and of your choosing in order to work through and make a difference in the way that you choose. And Elizabethtown Community College, ECC, as it was at the time when I was there, did that for me. It impacted me in many ways, personally, and then in my career as well. It first of all gave me an opportunity. It opened the doors to furthering my education that I would not have had otherwise. I did not have the finances to pursue a 4-year university experience at that time when I graduated. My parents did not have that either, and so the tuition and the cost here, the ability to live at home and work my way through. I worked as a waitress at Stonehearth Restaurant, which is also partly where I met my husband. That was what gave me the opportunity that I would not have had otherwise. So it really impacted me in just getting me started and the ability to get started. Being here for those 2 years really taught me responsibility and independence. I did have to work and save my money to be able to pay for tuition. It did teach me independence in being in charge of my schedule and my life, and you don't necessarily get that in high school, but this was a great gateway in between high school and then a 4-year university experience. It set me on my path. Honestly, I came here in 1988, giving away my age, but I came here in 1988 honestly just to come, and I knew I should go to college. I knew I wanted to do something. In particular, I was thinking just about a 2-year associate's, which I did receive, but it was the consistent encouragement of all the faculty and staff and the signage and advisors that I talked to that really said, hey, you can turn this into a 4-year experience and get a bachelor's. And so it was here sometime in that first year that I realized I can even do more than this. And it was from the encouragement of the entity that is here and all of the people who made it a point to encourage me in that way. Mr. Huckabee and Mr. Cantrell are two that I remember in particular, and they were wonderful, wonderful teachers, but even more importantly, they were wonderful models and examples for me in just how to have relationships with people and to be a person, and that is equally important. So thank you so much. I am humbled and I am proud, and I thank you very much for this recognition.
Mary Jane Lambert Elliott is the 5th child of loving and amazing parents, Don and Margie Lambert. In addition to her parents, her siblings Pam, Carl, David, Donna, and Dorothy have always been role models throughout her life. After marrying Charles and raising 3 children, Tawny, Tate, and Ryan, Mary Jane attended ECTC to earn her Associates in Science. She went on to earn a Master of Science in Biochemistry and Molecular Biology at the University of Louisville. In her final career move, Mary Jane began at the Institute for Cellular Therapeutics, where she was in charge of the manufacturing bone marrow processing team for an FDA clinical trial that changed the lives of 20 people. Due to Mary Jane's work in this study, she is the co-creator on 2 patents and has published 5 peer-reviewed manuscripts. Mary Jane also had the privilege to present her success at the Sydney, Australia Scientific Conference in 2008. Mary Jane is retired but remains a consultant on the study that is now in Phase 3. Congratulations, Mary Jane.
This award means so much to me, not only because it reminds me of how far I've come since those early days here at ECTC, but also because it's bringing back some wonderful memories for me. And it's also providing me this unique opportunity to thank some very special people here at ECT that influenced my life. ECT was a gateway for me, just opened up my world of opportunity and knowledge. And all of my professors here were amazing, but there were two that really stood out in my mind. And the first one is Dr. Alan Hunt. He was my advisor and my professor for many of my science classes. And he had this love and passion for science that just oozed, and it transferred to all of us. And he guided me into the field of research and science. And I'm so glad that he did, because it's been a wonderful journey. And I really appreciate this opportunity to be able to thank him for that. Thank you, Dr. Hunt. If not for you, I wouldn't have been able to see firsthand what research and new innovative ideas can mean to a lot of people who are at the end of their road, at the end of their life. And I went on and was involved in an FDA clinical trial that gave the lives back to a lot of people, 20 plus people. They went from being at death's door to playing in the backyard with their children. And it's been amazing. So thank you so much, Dr. Hunt, for guiding me to this field of research and science. The second person that I want to thank is Dr. Actually, I don't think she's a doctor, but Katrina Eicher. She was my basic public speaking teacher. And I'll never forget walking into her class that first day, and she was telling us all the different presentations we were going to have to give. And I was just mortified. I was petrified, and I really didn't want to be there. But she had this way about her that just put you at ease, and she had this calm, cool demeanor and reassurance, and it just gave me the strength and the tools that I needed to get up in front of a group of people, a room full of people, and speak. And I thought of her every time that I got up in front of a room full of people to give a seminar, to give a lecture, to give present my data at a conference. I had the pleasure of and honor of presenting my data in Sydney, Australia, in front of a large room of people. And if not for her, I wouldn't have been able to do that. She helped me. She changed my life. And so, thank you, Katrina. I didn't think I was going to become emotional, but it is emotional because she did change my life. And I do appreciate this opportunity to thank her. And I want to thank ECTC too, because they're just a rare jewel in our community that so many of us have used to get that foundation to go on to higher education and to be a success in our careers. So thank you so much for this honor. Thank you for everything that you do for this community, ECTC. Thank you.
Dr. Jacqueline Gerard's life's work has been to facilitate change and improvement by teaching and coaching. She carried out this work formally in Jefferson County as an English teacher, then at ECTC as a developmental skills teacher, at First Presbyterian Church as a Sunday school teacher, and at Hardin Memorial Hospital as a performance coach. Jackie is the author of The Big Ones That Did Not Get Away, outlining the improvements at Hardin Memorial Hospital, and was selected as a 2000 Success Story National winner. She also brought improvement to Hardin County through her organizational and community work. Earlier in life, she served on the founding boards of Leadership Elizabethtown, Let's Spruce It Up, and the Spouse Abuse Center. As a 7-year member of the Elizabethtown Planning Commission, Jackie upheld quality community planning, promoting ordinances aimed at improving the town's appearance. In 2008, Jackie began the adventure of retirement. She enjoys traveling with her husband, Dr. Paul Gerard, visiting her 94-year-old mother, painting in oils, and playing with her 3 grandchildren. And now, welcome ECTC's Distinguished Alumni, Dr. Jackie Gerard.
Thank you, Dr. Pate, for this wonderful award, and thank you for the committees that selected me. This place was such an important part of my life journey. I came here in 1966 in the fall as an English major and transferred to UK in 1968 for a 4-year degree. At that time, I want to tell you a little bit what the school was like at that time. At that time in 1966, it was 2 years old, and it was a one-building college. There was real world-class, #1 education in the academics and sciences and whatever was being offered there that was happening inside of that building, and also development of life skills for students. And that happened, I think, because of the excellent culture that was established here from the very beginning by Dr. Owen and by those beginning teachers that has continued, I'm sure, to this day, of excellence. This culture was involved with excellent academic teachers, teaching and being quite involved with their students, knowing us, reinforcing us and our strengths, and realizing what our weaknesses were and taking action of feedback to help us mitigate those. That kind of teaching and coaching does not happen in a large school. If I had gone to UK in the beginning, I'm sure I would have been lost. There were transformations that took place in that one-room college or one-building college, and I was one of them. I had arrived as a cheerleader, rah-rah, friendly, sort of bubbly, unless I was in a depressed mood, but a bubbly teenager with really no idea of being academic excellence. I was above average, really, in school. I mean, I was in the beta club, you know what I mean, but I just didn't have that identity. And I was transformed into a critical thinker, a person who was equipped to question herself, most importantly, to question people in power, which is never comfortable, but necessary sometimes. So there are many people for me to thank. I've had a great ride. I'm now retired. And of course, at first I want to thank my parents, the late Arthur Lee Carter, who worked at the Coke plant, and my mother, who is still living at 94, Rose Carter, for instilling in me a love of education. I also want to thank the wise men, and they were men at that point, who years ago, before 1966, formed the organization which bought this land and developed this college with UK. Great wisdom. I want to thank several teachers. And I sort of hate to do this because I know I'll leave someone out, but Don Wallace was one of the most influential people in my life as far as teaching me to critically think. It was not pleasant, but it was wonderful in the end. I mean, I really struggled some, and that was good. I'd never done that before. Also, Modesto del Castillo, Mickey Coyle, and Maurice Utley was such a cheerleader and got to know students and really developed them as human beings. There are two teachers I'd like to mention that I did not have, but are legendary, and that's Linda Alvey, and her name is now Linda Mayhew. and also Jean Dudgeon were exemplary in those early days.
Mark Nelson worked his way up the corporate ladder, starting as a teenager with a part-time job at Video Vault. He continued to move up in the company from manager to district manager to regional manager, covering the entire Midwest. His former boss at Video Vault contacted him to come work for Suntan City. Mark Nelson is now the president of operations for Planet Fitness in Suntan City, including over 200 local Suntan City locations. He graduated from ECTC with an associate's degree and went on to earn his Master's of Business Administration at Campbellsville University. Mark and his wife Cherie have 5 children and reside in Elizabethtown. He coaches middle school basketball at St. James Catholic School. He originally started coaching because of his own kids, but 6 years later he continues for the love of the sport. Mark is passionate about helping build others up. He is the founder of the Financial Freedom Fund, which ensures Hardin County High School receives funding for financial literacy. Please welcome Mark Nelson, our distinguished alumni.
Well, thank you very much to ECTC and the wonderful staff in our community for this. It means a lot to me. This award, I think back of how valuable ECTC and ECC at the time was in my life. I, like many kids, didn't have an opportunity to go to a large school, valued education. My family and parents valued and wanted me to have an education as well. But ECC was perfect at the time for me. I was allowed to continue to work. I was allowed to progress my career. I knew a pathway that I wanted to be involved in, and to think over the last 20 years what the amazing resources is for our community now. With the Work Ready program, it's just very, very honored to be to receive this award, and very proud of ECTC and what they do for our community. It's just, I would advise anyone who is on the fence about education, anyone who doesn't know what they want to do, anyone who does know what they want to do, if you are in the Hardin County area or the multi-county area here, this is just a no-brainer in a lot of ways from an economic standpoint, and the quality education is incredible. It's important to note that I left here and went and got my bachelor's at U of L and was very prepared from the quality educators that are here at ECTC, so thank you to everyone, and thanks to ECTC for all they do for our community and the betterment of our community and the kids here, so thanks.
Walter Rourke is the operations manager of the Missile Defense Agency Quality and Mission Assurance Contract for AI Solutions, a business that offers products and engineering services to enable space missions. Walter began his college education at ECTC, earning his associate's degree. He went on to earn a Master of Science in Mechanical Engineering from the University of Tennessee. Walter has 35 years of experience supporting the Missile Defense Agency, the United States Army, the United States Air Force, and various NASA programs. While working with NASA, he served as mechanical engineer and built science experiments that were a part of several space shuttle missions. Walter earned the Silver Snoopy Award for his work with NASA. The award symbolizes the intent and spirit of spaceflight awareness. Walter is also a very generous, intelligent, and thoughtful person who has given back abundantly to his community and profession. He has helped influence many engineers and projects in his profession, as well as Boy Scouts in his community. Congratulations, Walter.
Well, I'd like to thank y'all very much for this award. I'm very grateful for the recognition of all my achievements and accomplishments here. It really shows what you can do after you leave this institution. They really started me off on a good foot of things, and The success in my career is really been due a lot to their success also in preparing me well in the classroom for things. ECTC started me off on a very good foundation of things, all of their small classroom, real personal touch for the type of academic education that I received here really made it easy for me to take some pretty tough classes, the calculus, the physics, chemistry, technical writing, those kind of things, which are very important for a STEM career. Really is a good place to take those kind of classes here at ECTC. It really gave me a good, strong foundation for establishing a good GPA whenever I left here, and really helped me in my upper level classes whenever I got to other institutions. So it was really a good start for me to get going. The folks that I'd like to thank are, of course, the instructors here that really seem to take a personal interest in my well-being, not only to succeed in their classrooms, but also in success in my career later on as I continued on. They really gave me that personal touch and that personal feeling that they really wanted me to do good in life, and so I really wanted to appreciate them. I had a wonderful calculus teacher, Linda Holbert, and physics professor, Dr. Dennis Morrow. He was fantastic also. And so I'd really like to thank them, as well as my parents, who made it so that I could go to college, but also from a very young age instilled in me the importance of having a good college career, which started right here at ECTC. So thank you very much.
Rick Hubry is the coordinator for the Litchfield Family Resource and Youth Service Center for Grayson County Schools, serving over 1,500 elementary and middle school students. He helps students and their families overcome non-cognitive barriers to learning and improves their overall academic success. Rick is a former Kentucky Farm Bureau executive. In 29 years working for the organization, he oversaw programs involving leadership development initiatives and youth and scholarship programs. He was also the first executive director of the Kentucky High School Basketball Hall of Fame, where he oversaw all day-to-day operations and managed the Hall's first induction ceremony. Rick earned an Associates of Arts from ECC and a Bachelor's of Science in Human Services from the University of the Cumberlands. Rick is an active member of Elizabethtown Church of Christ, where he has served as an elder for 20 years. A native of Grayson County, he and his wife Kim live in Elizabethtown. They have 2 sons and 2 grandsons. Congratulations to our distinguished alumni, Rick Hubry.
I'd like to thank Dr. Pate for this award. And I was thinking that this is actually the highest honor the college can give. And there's no doubt this award has been presented to many far more deserving applicants than I. But I can assure you no one has ever received this who is more appreciative of it and who cherishes it more than I do. E-Town was a wonderful place for me. It taught me how to work hard. It taught me how to dream big and how to set goals. E-Town was an amazing place then, and I appreciate so much the opportunity to have been here, and it certainly had an impact on my life. I want to thank, naturally, my parents who created for all of us kids a very supportive atmosphere, one that always challenged us to do our very best. I want to thank my family, my wife and our sons, for all of the support I had at many different stops along my career. And as I was thinking about the people here at the college who have had such an impact on me, I think back to many names and faces who are no longer here. Dr. Toohey of the History Department, how professional he was, always in class with a suit and tie. I think about Rosemary Moffett and Michael Cole of the English Department, how incredible they were as instructors, and they really did truly care about us as students. I think about Jim Maples, who was my advisor, who always seemed to pull a rabbit out of his hat when it would come time to maneuver schedules around basketball practice and work schedules. I think about Ron Thomas, our athletics director, always encouraging, always something encouraging to say. And I think about Dr. Jim Owens, how friendly he was as he would interact with students down the hallway, how approachable he was. He was the boss, we knew that, but he was always so easy to talk to. And finally, I think about someone who was not necessarily a faculty member, but our basketball coach, Mr. Jim Elmore. What a nice, amazing man he was. He was very special to me. He had quite an impact, an influence on me, and I wish he could be here to be a part of this. I'm so proud of what we were when I was in school here. I'm excited to see what we've become, and I can't wait to see what's in store. I've always passed by, and I always look at this place as my school, like a lot of other folks who come through here. You know, we go on and attend other colleges, other universities, and get degrees and go on with our life. But in all of that, Elizabethtown has always been my school, and it'll always be a special place.
The Lifetime Achievement Award is presented annually to faculty and staff who have played a key role in making Elizabethtown Community Technical College what it is today. Our faculty and staff devote much of their time to the college, making sure the students succeed. The college would not be what it is today without the dedicated team we have. This year, we have 2 recipients to honor with the Lifetime Achievement Award. Wanda Petit taught English, reading, and math for over 35 years at what is now Elizabethtown Community and Technical College. Over the years, she completed and willingly adjusted her teaching style to meet the needs of her students to make sure they were successful. In addition to her focus on student learning, Wanda was active on several college committees. Wanda was always investing her free time in making sure the college was prepared to succeed. Wanda was a member of the Kentucky Association of Special Needs Personnel and was selected as Teacher of the Year. Her insight and dedication to this group supported all students at the college. Wanda Petit taught English, reading, and math for over 35 years at what is now Elizabethtown Community and Technical College. Over the years, she competently and willingly adjusted her teaching to ensure students were taught the skills needed to be successful. In addition to her focus on student learning, Wanda was active on several college committees. Wanda was always investing her free time in making sure the college was set up to succeed. Wanda was a member of the Kentucky Association of Special Needs Personnel and was selected as Teacher of the Year. Her insight and dedication to this group was instrumental in changes made in support of all students. Wanda was the epitome of what a teacher should be. She focused on student success and achievement and worked tirelessly toward this goal. Wanda is now enjoying retirement with her husband Phil, her daughter and son-in-law, granddaughter, and great-granddaughter. Congratulations, Wanda. If all teachers had your talent for teaching and emulated your dedication and respect, student achievement would soar. You deserve this Lifetime Achievement Award.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pate, for this Lifetime Achievement Award from Elizabethtown Community and Technical College. I'm sure that as I went about my teaching duties day after day, year after year, it never occurred to me that I would receive this kind of award for my work. It is extremely gratifying to be recognized in this way. I would like to thank the committee who found my nomination deserving of recognition. I am sure there were others who were as deserving. I am deeply honored to accept this award. Working at Elizabethtown Community and Technical College allowed me to teach high school and adult students in the same classes. This was an opportunity for both groups because they could help each other learn. At the college, I had the opportunity to be involved in professional organizations, to attend conferences, and to stay current in my profession. These opportunities helped me to enhance my teaching skills. Also, the college gave me the opportunity to serve on different committees. Committee work allowed me to get to know my colleagues a little bit better as we shared ideas to make improvements in different aspects of the college. Having had the privilege of working with many fine people over the years, it would be extremely difficult to thank them all by name. I don't think that anyone can teach at an institution for a long period of time without the help and support of colleagues. I appreciate all the help given to me by all those with whom I have worked. There are many others, but these people stand out for lending a helping hand to me and other people with whom we work. Beverly Dial, who encouraged me when I began to teach online classes, Michael Hazard for helping me with ever-changing technology, and Malia Hicks, who helped me when I needed information on advising students and who let me bounce ideas around. I would also like to thank my family, my husband, daughter, son-in-law, granddaughter, and great-granddaughter for their support of my career. If I were to dedicate this award, it would probably be to my parents, who instilled in me the value and love of education. I am thankful for the opportunity to have taught, and I am deeply grateful for this award. Thank you again, Dr. Pate.
It's my honor today to introduce you to Ms. Sharon Spratt as a recipient of this award. And Sharon is one that is deserving of this award as much as anyone that I can possibly imagine. Sharon has worked with the college for over 48 years, and each and every day she came to work as a professional. She came to work to help students. She came to work to help her colleagues, her co-workers, and that's what she did for 48 years. Sharon served as an admissions officer, starting out as a work-study student. When she enrolled in the college here, she worked in the admissions office. She worked as a registrar. She worked as an off-campus director. She has worked as the administrative assistant to the president of the college. She has worked as dean of students, and she has served for the past many years as a college counselor advisor. And in that role, in every one of those roles, she made life better for students and for the faculty and for the staff that she worked with. I've often said to Sharon and others that Sharon is the moral compass, or has been the moral compass for this institution. Her heart is as big as this room, and her willingness to serve and help people for all those years, 48 years, is second to none, and it's an extreme honor to have worked with her and to know her and to see her to receive this award.
It's such an honor to receive this award and a very humbling experience. I feel like that anything I've accomplished in my 48 years at ECTC is because of all the wonderful faculty and staff that I've had to work with. And they have certainly guided and mentored me in my journey. It's truly been a blessing to be able to advise and to counsel students, to watch them grow and develop and realize their potential, help them choose careers, watch them move on to 4-year degrees, and then many of them worked on 2-year degrees, and then some of them came back to the community. I see how they have helped our community become a better place. So in thinking about ECTC changing lives, which it truly does, I see how it's changed students' lives, but also it's certainly changed my life, and I had a big impact on it because it allowed me to do things for other people and to realize how we all need to help one another and how we all grow by doing that. There are so many people that I could thank for this incredible journey that I've had over the past 48 years. I've worked in student affairs for over 40 of those years, and I worked with great leaders like Ron Thomas and Dr. Dale Buckles. And then so many of the other people that I've worked with in student affairs I've developed special relationships with and friendships that I believe that will last a lifetime. And not only in student affairs, but also faculty and staff all across campus. Also, I remember when I first was working at the college, I worked directly under Dr. James Owen. He played a major role in encouraging me to go on and pursue higher degrees. And so I believe that helped me be able to go into the positions that I came to enjoy so much. Also want to thank one person in particular who played a major role in my career at ECTC, and that was my high school business teacher. Her name is Judy Parkinson. She made a phone call to someone at the college when I applied for a position as a student worker. I see how she was a big help in getting my journey started at the college. So I'm just so grateful for all the people who I've worked with for all these years.
Because of the impact ECTC made on my life, I'm proud to donate to the college and support current students who are pursuing their dreams of better lives. Students like Jaren Childers, who just earned her associates at ECTC.
Hello, my name is Sharon Childers, and I graduated from ECTC this past December in the year of 2020. At ECTC, I was able to discover my inner passions and discover talents that I did not know that I had. An example of that includes me signing up for a creative writing course and getting one of my poems published. I was able to find that inner artist in me. I was also able to build on my communication skills, and I have a lot of great relationships still to this day after graduating with a lot of my former professors. ECTC has helped me grow as a person and has helped me build on things that I didn't know that I had inside of me. I have gained a lot of confidence, and it's so refreshing coming to ECTC even currently for the show that I'm in, because I was able to accomplish so much here. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in, and we certainly hope that you'll stay connected with us in the future. If you're a former student and would like to be plugged into our alumni network, please reach out to us either by phone or through the website and share your story and your journey. We want to stay connected with all of you as we all work together to better your lives and the lives of our community. If this last year has taught us anything, it's that we are truly stronger together. So thank you again, and we look forward to seeing your lifetime worth of achievements.